After a couple of weeks of implementing guided independent reading practice, once children have settled into a routine, you will find that many children require very little support. Continue to provide these children with appropriate praise and encouragement, and continue to monitor their progress using accelerated reader diagnostic reports. But as long as children are experiencing success, you should allow them to work as independently as possible. Some children, however, will struggle to find success in GIRP. If a child consistently scores below 80% on AR quizzes, use the GUIDE acronym to ensure that you are giving the right kind of support. The GUIDE acronym will help you support a struggling reader through the whole process of guided independent reading practice from start to finish. Ensure that the child gets an appropriate book, understands most of the words on the page, is actively engaged in reading, demonstrates comprehension, exhibits success on the quiz. Let's watch as Ms. Reddick supports Raven through the process using GUIDE. Make sure that the child knows her reading range. If the child is struggling on AR quizzes, suggest that she selects a book towards the lower end of her range. Most importantly, make sure that she's excited about reading the book she selects.
You're going to look on the shelf and let's find a book that you might be interested in, okay? Okay, let's see. Grab it. Well, I feel that a good book selection is one that the child actually selects and not one that the tutor picks for them. And another good book selection is one that's within their zone of proximal development and not outside their range.
I look and see if it's on my level. I look at the title to see if I like the book and I browse through it.
If a child seems to be making good book selection, yet continues to struggle on her AR quizzes, have her read a page in her selected book out loud to you before returning to her seat.
I want you to read a couple of pages for me, okay? How about this page? Okay. Read that for me.
Use the 5-finger rule to determine if a book is on the right level. If she struggles to decode 5 or more words on the page, the book is too hard.
If you see 5 words that you don't know, just put it back on the shelf and find another book that don't have 5 words that you don't know.
At this point, Raven has a book that is in her reading range. She is eager to read the book, and she can decode the vast majority of the words on the page. Now, Ms. Reddick will keep an eye on Raven to ensure that she stays engaged from the beginning of the book to the end. Even though Raven is a struggling reader, if she is matched with a just right book, she should be successful reading independently.
We try to provide the least amount of support for the most gain. And during the guided independent reading practice sessions, the tutors do have an opportunity to guide the students in selecting books and to guide them in their reading, but it's more independent. The goal is to develop independent readers.
After Raven is finished with her book, Ms. Reddick will check to make sure that she has understood what she read.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. I'm a pig. Tell me what happened now. I'm a pig.
He a pig. He said I'm a pig. I'm a pig. And he don't like real Hermie. He like real. He don't like real armadillo.
Okay.
Don't like real goose or moose.
Okay.
On here, he gotta be himself.
Okay, you have to be yourself. Okay. So if you could retitle the story I'm a Pig, what would you retitle it to?
My pig.
Why?
Because I might want a pig.
You want a pig?
But I might want a pig.
You might want a pig. Okay. So what was the moral of your story?
The moral was on here, they gotta be himself.
Just be yourself? He couldn't do what?
He ain't gotta be a goose or a moose.
Just what?
Just himself. Gotta be a pig.
Okay, very good.
The point of asking questions is to quickly determine if a child understands what she has read. This should require no more than 2 or 3 good questions. If it seems that Raven has not understood what she read, Ms. Reddick will have her read a portion of the book out loud to see where the problem lies. The last step in the process is making sure that Raven shows what she knows on the corresponding AR quiz.
The way I support quizzing is I'm over there encouraging the students to read all answer choices fully, from the first word to the last word.
Following these steps will help ensure that children succeed during guided independent reading practice.